suppose I have to stick up for finger spinners, but I imagine everyone else will be choosing wrist spinners. But I've chosen Ashwin as most economical, so I'm going to stick with the finger spinners.
Wrist spinners rule the roost, so I'm sticking with those guys who have made this format their own in recent years.
It will be wrist spinners. They generally dominated, so I don't see much change this year also.
Wrist spinners.
I'm going to go with the safe choice of wrist spinners.
Wrist spinners always.
Wrist spinners, I think so.
I believe wrist spinners.
I would say most sixes hit in a season, and probably the highest average score across seasons. We might see that be broken, or probably the highest of all the seasons.
Most matches in one sitting.
I'm going to have to go with the longest six. Small grounds, great wickets. The batters are going to swing hard.
More sixes than the previous year.
I think there'll be, for the orange cap, I'd say I reckon there's going to be the most runs ever recorded in a season. I'd go with that.
Tim David, because he's an unknown quantity, or probably Dewald Travis, because he's come with a lot of reputation. So those two guys.
Virat Kohli.
Daniel Sams.
I'm going to say Daniel Sams. I'm going to say that because he's a great mate of mine for starters. It's his first proper IPL, and I hope he gets a really good crack with Mumbai. He's going to shoot the lights out because he's in such great form after the BBL, and he's sort of going to come from nowhere. He might be a relatively unknown name for a lot of teams overseas, a lot of other people overseas.
Virat Kohli.
Hardik Pandya.
I'll go with my England teammate. He's moved to Punjab Kings, Liam Livingstone. I'm thinking he's going to have a great season.
Virat.
The most Googled player, without a doubt, MS Dhoni.
I think Jadeja to be among the top 5 run scorers. He's probably featured. This time around, I see him featuring in top 5 run scorers. And probably the Mankad. I don't like to call that Mankad, but we don't have a name. So we might see Mankad kind of dismissals, a bit more in this season.
It's in the very beginning, actually. I mean, a team that has never won it could win it.
I've given a hint already. Devon Conway as one of the highest run getters of the IPL.
I'm going to say there's going to be more games decided by super overs than in any other edition of the IPL.
Kishan will hit a century in first game.
There'll be 3 hat-tricks this tournament.
Punjab Kings in the final.
I would say at least one for me.
I'm guessing 1 or 2, and I'll also suggest that maybe Gujarat might look at a change of leadership, and Sunrisers Hyderabad have a legacy of leadership changes through the tournament. So that's another.
Jeez, I hope none of them, to be fair. If they have to, something's gone awfully wrong.
No one really.
I'll go with a clean season. There'll be no changes this year. Hopefully, it's especially with the two new teams as well. I think they will have to stick with their captain. So I'm going to go with none.
None.
Look, hopefully none. That means all teams are playing well. But I'm going to be a little bit controversial. I'm going to say 1. And I think it's going to come out of one of the newer franchises.
I would say Shah Rukh Khan. Obviously, he didn't play a lot of games last season, but I think he'll play most of the games this season. He's coming with a reputation.
I'll be very keen to see how Venkatesh Iyer goes again.
Riyan Parag.
I'm going to have to go back to Daniel Sams. And the other one is Riley Meredith.
Ruturaj.
I haven't seen enough of him, but Umran Malik. I think the way that people talk about his pace, I think something pretty exciting that could be one of the lone high spots for Sunrisers this year.
I think I said already, Liam Livingstone. I think hopefully he's going to have a great season. Hopefully he gets a good amount of games from the start, and him and Johnny Bairstow at Punjab Kings, I think, could have a good season.
That player would be Odean Smith, because I'm very excited about his hitting power with the bat. I think his bowling has a great upside to it, so I'm going to stick with the young Jamaican.
The way Rovman Powell played throughout the in last few series, I'm looking forward to watch him.
I'll say Umran Malik and Enric Norkia. Those are the 2 guys I'll pick to bowl the fastest ball.
Bumrah.
Lockie Ferguson.
I think Nokia.
Odean Smith.
Enric Norkie or Rabada maybe.
Nokia. Enric Nokia.